play calls in Super Bowl history. Now they're back and looking to make it 2 titles in 6 years.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season in Oklahoma.
I think we all heard about it in the offseason. There were many questions asking if Philadelphia might consider bringing in another quarterback to replace Jalen Hurts. He answered emphatically, "This is my team," and he led them to a Super Bowl appearance. A well-deserved moment for this quarterback who just kept his head down, kept working, and eliminated all the noise.
Hurts throwing right away. Flush to his right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, Brown, a nice catch. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. But they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Ready?
It'll be Hurts on the option. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. A big one here early in the Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Solid finish to the opening drive. And look, when you get down around the goal line, you have to account for his legs. We saw it right there.
Yeah, that's the added dimension to the offense, isn't it? Remember what the offensive line coach told us earlier this week? I told my guys, he's going to run it. We have to make sure he stays protected and give him an opportunity.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-zip. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
You can't help but continue to marvel at how well this man's career has gone so far. Now in his 5th season as KC starter, he's never missed a conference title game, and he's taking the field in his 3rd Super Bowl. Simply dominant, it's easy to envision him being one of the top quarterbacks for many years to come.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. On play action, they'll throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Elliott now to have the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. But right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. And they get this down to around the 47-yard line. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They've yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl, as his guys have now moved out in front.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. Now a toss here, short side. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 21. That time a 6-play drive. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And those 3 rushing touchdown games initially, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. It's that old expression we love to use. Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. It's a close game here early on. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 5. And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense. Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 65 yards rushing for him now in the 1st half of this Super Bowl. On 2nd and 1, Mahomes, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you. On 1st down, Hurts. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down. A solid stiff arm. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And up
to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins, 65 yards. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
And the next-gen stats show us the tail of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. KC's offense ready to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jarek McKinnon. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. This one out quickly to Watkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Uses the stiff arm. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Going for it was Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth.
There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 84 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Pardon me, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On the move past the 40. There he goes again. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 4. The offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Hurts. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG,